Ciao friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class. This is your class 165 and we head down your 164th class of the sessions. In quantitative aptitude, first part we are discussing is your arithmetical ability. In that we had done your 14 to 15 topic. That is last we had done your partnerships and chain rule. This is your time involved, another new topic, and that we had even though started in the last classes. In the same way we discussed here. So in time and work we had even though done 62th question. Now today we'll discuss about 63rd question of the session. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So in 63rd question, so first of all I will tell you about the question, then we'll discuss that particularly. A and B together can complete a work in 12 days. A alone can complete it in 20 days. If B does the work only for half a day daily, then in how many days A and B together will complete the work? This has been asked in RRB examination paper. That has been of course important one. And options were 10 days, 11 days, 15 days and 20 days. So here we go for the same. Let's find it out. The solution. So A and B together. A and B together can complete a work in 12 days. A alone can complete it in 20 days. If B does the work only for half a day, daily, then in how many days A and B together will complete the work. This has been asked in RRB examination paper. Options were 10 days to 11 days, 15 days and 20 days. So here we go. We find out the solution. So B is 1 day's work. So with the same. B's 1 day's work equals to 1 by 12 minus 1 by 20. Give you 2 by 60. That is 2 ones are 2 and 2 30s are 60. It will be 1.30. Now A plus B's 1 day's work 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 60, it will be 4 upon 60, that is 1 upon 15. So B work for half, that is B work for half day only. So A and B together will complete. So A and B together will complete the work in 15 days. Now we talk about for another one, which has been the 64th question of the session, and that the question we have as follows: A alone can complete a work in 16 days and B alone in 12 days. Starting with A, they work on alternate days and the total work will be completed in, this has been asked in SSC examination paper. The options were 12 days, 13 days, 13 5 by 7 days and 13 3 by 4 days. So let's find it out. So we have with 64th one. So the question, as I told you, is being asked in SSC examination paper. A alone can complete a work in 16 days and B alone in 12 days. Starting with A, they work on alternate days. The total work will be completed in SSC examination paper. So the options for the same we have work done in 6 pairs of days. Seven upon 48 into 6 equals to 7 upon 8, and remaining work equals to 1 minus 7 by 8 equals to 1 by 8. Work done by A on 13th day. One by 16th, and remaining work equals to 1 upon 8 minus 1 upon 16 equals to 1 upon 16 on 14th day. It is based on so 1 by 12th work is done by B in 1 day, which is 1 by 16th work is done by B in to 1/16, which is 3/4 day. So 3/4 day. Total time taken equals to 13, 3/4 day. That will be the right answer for this question here. Now we go for another one, which is being the another important one, and that is your 65th question of the session. So we go for the same 65th question. So the question we have as follows, that A, B and C can do a piece of work in 11 days and 20 days and 55 days respectively, working alone. How soon can the work be done if A is assisted by B and C on alternate days? The options were 7 days, 8 days, 9 days and 10 days. So we go for the same. So A, B and C can do a piece of work in 11 days, 20 days and 55 days. So we are that is in 11 days, 20 days and 55 days respectively, working alone. How soon can the work be done? If A is assisted by B and C on alternate days. Options were 7 days, 8 days, 9 days and 10 days. Let's find out the solution for the same here. So with the same we go for it, and that will find out the solution here. That is A plus B's 1 day's work equals to 1/11 plus 1/20 equals to 31/220. Okay, and now on the same way, A plus C's 1 day's work equals to 1/11 plus 1/55, which is equals to 6/55. Work done in 2 days equals to 31/220 plus 6/55 equals to 55/220 equals to 1/4. Now 1/4 work is done by A in 2 days, where whole work will be done in 2 into 4, which is 2 4s are 8 days. Now we go for another one, which is 66th question of the session. That is, we have as follows. 66th question of the session here. So we go for the same. 66th question. We have, the question is, A, B and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively. In how many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? Options were 12 days, 15 days, 16 days and 18 days. This has been asked in RRB examination paper. Let's go for it. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively. In how many days can we do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? This has been asked in RRB. So let's find out the solution here. So we find the solution here. That is, we have A's 2 days work equals to 1 upon 20 into 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20. It's been 1 upon 10. A plus B's plus C's 1 day's work equals to 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 60 equals to 6 upon 10. 60. 6 ones are 6, 6 tens are 60. It will be 1 upon 10. Work done in 3 days equals to 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10, which is equals to 1 upon 5. Now 1 upon 5 work is done in 3 days. Whole work will be done in 3 into 5, which is 15 days. Now we talk about for the another one, which has been the 67th question of the session, that we talk about it. Let's go for the same. 67th question we have is as follows. That is, being A and B can be separately do a piece of work in 20 and 15 days respectively. They worked together for 6 days, and after which B was replaced by C. If the work was finished in next 4 days, then the number of days in which C alone could do the work will be. Options were 30, 35, 40 and 60. So we go for the same here. 67th question. A and B can separately do a piece of work a piece of work in 20 and 15 days respectively. They work together for 6 days. After which B was replaced by C. B was replaced by C. If the work was finished in next 4 days, if the work was finished in next 4 days, then the number of days in which C alone could do the work will be. Options were 30, 35, 40 and 60. So that we have to talk about it here, and that is of course being important one. So that we'll discuss here in the detail about it. We'll go for the solution here. That is, we have as follows. So here we go. A plus B is 6 days work. Equals to 6, 1 by 20 plus 1 by 15 equals to 7 upon 10. A plus C is 4 days work equals to 3 by 10. A plus C is 1 day work 3 by 40, where A is 1 day's work equals to 1 upon 20. So C is 1 day's work equals to 3 upon 40 minus 1 upon 20 equals to 1 upon 40. That we have as an answer. Hence C alone can finish the work in 40 days. Now we go for the another one, which is being the another important question, and that is being the important one as well. So we'll discuss that, and which is important for us as well to do so. So the 68th question of the session. So the question is, A, B and C can do a piece of work in 36, 54 and 72 days respectively. They start the work, but A left 8 days before the completion of work, while B left 12 days before the completion. The number of the days for which C worked, that is being, the options were 4, 8, 12 and 24. So we go for the same. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 36, 54 and 72 days respectively. They start the work, but A left 8 days before the completion of the work was finished next was finished while B left 12 days before the completion. The number of days for which C worked is the number of days for which C worked is. Option is 4, 8, 12 and 24. So let's find it out, the solution here, which is the 68th question. Suppose the work was finished in X days. Then is X minus 8 days work plus B's X minus 12 days work plus C's X days work equals to 1. X minus 8 upon 36 plus X minus 12 upon 54 plus X upon 72 equals to 1, which is 6X minus 8 plus 4X minus 12 plus 3X equals to 216. So 13X equals to 312 or X equals to 24. Okay, that we have as an answer. Now we discuss the another question here, which is of course being important, and that is 69th question of the session here, and that will be discussed in the next coming classes. So we'll be ending it up here and we'll discuss that. So other than that, we are dealing with the DBMS CR diagram. We are dealing with your chemistry part 1 for class 11th we had completed. Part 2 we are dealing physics part 1 for class 11th in CRT we are dealing here. We had done your reasoning, which is verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. We are dealing with CBI and ST, even though we are dealing with English vocabulary as well. Coming towards quantitative aptitude, this has been divided into two sections, which is arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In that we had done numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, and your chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allegations on mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutations and combination, Then your probability to discount bankers, discount height and distance, odd man out series. In data interpretation, we have to cover the tabulations, bar graph, pie charts, and line graph. Here we're gonna end up with. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.